Hello, it's Friday the 31st. I'm FxPlew. This is the month-end market brief and we've got to be pretty quick because it is just about to start raining. Now, sterling remains under pressure. That's as the OBR revised its forecast for productivity growth. Shaving another 0.3% from growth could widen that dreadful fiscal gap by another 15 to 20 billion pounds, and it's not the outlook Reeves would have wanted ahead of her budget. This does fuel the rate cut debate, and markets are pricing in a 68% chance of a rate cut in December. For what it's worth, Goldman Sachs still thinks we'll see a rate cut next week as well. However, the MPC does remain split. The last vote was 5-4 to cut. Divisions do persist, and Bailey remains concerned that inflation is a little bit sticky at 3.8%. But the need to address the slowdown will definitely be covered in their debate. Begbie Traynor has been on. Their red flag alert reports showed the number of UK firms in critical financial distress surged 78% year on year to over 55,000 firms, and that's up 12% on a quarterly basis. Where the distress is driven by taxes, uncertainty and inflation, it's a fairly stark warning for Reeves ahead of the budget, where she may well attack the very fabric of growth. Over in the US, Powell's hawkish comments after the rate cut surprised the markets just a little bit. Despite the 10-2 vote for a rate cut, a December cut is far from certain now, while inflation remains around 3% and they remain data blind from the government shutdown. Added to that, Powell thinks policy is near neutral now, but of course, Trump wants more cuts, and his moles on the Fed may well put a bit more pressure on Powell in his final months in the hot seat. Speaking of Trump, he was pretty buoyant after his 12 out of 10 meeting with President Xi, and he eased tariffs to 47%, down from 57%, after they addressed the fentanyl and rare earths issues. He also urged Republicans to end the shutdown, which helped to drive the dollar index up to around 99.70, but there does remain a degree of resistance around the 100 level. Now, we head towards the weekend from around 131.40 against the dollar, 113.65 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 115.60 on the open this morning. And that's it from me. I hope you have a great weekend, but before you clock off to the pub, don't forget, it's closing day. Let's have at it.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.